morning, everyone. It's good to see you smiling faces again.
Amen. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, morning. How about testimony about God's faithfulness? About 2 weeks ago, I received a text message from my sister saying, a friend was in the hospital. A friend was a long-time friend, a Christian as well. We've known him since 1984. Long time, as you can see. And anyway, so a friend was a little company of Mary. I was told that he had a couple of strokes and he wasn't doing very well, and he was on his way out. Basically, that's what I was told. So I went to see him one day, and I spoke to him. He was laying on his bed. He had lost a lot of weight. I mean, and I do mean a lot of weight. He was really, really slim in comparison to what he was. He was sort of like me, about this size, a little bit taller, but he lost a lot of muscle mass. And he couldn't talk. He would look at me, but he could tell he's very weak. And his mom told me that he had that Lou Gehrig's disease. Basically, what that means is that your body begins to waste away. And I don't know how long he had been in this condition, but I was speaking to his mother and spoke to him as well. Again, he couldn't talk, he couldn't really move. He was just looking at me and breathing, and his mouth would move a little bit, but no sound would come out. And I could tell that he was on his last leg, so to speak. So I spoke to him briefly, and then I said, let me pray for you. So I began to pray for him. Of course, I'm praying for Kitty because I want God to raise him up and to give him more years, because he can be a great blessing on this earth. Nevertheless, I wasn't sure. So I prayed for him. I prayed for him. I blessed him, I asked that the angels of God surround that bed, that to be with him all the time. I asked for health, and I could tell there were some things going on in there as well, so I asked for forgiveness. I said, Lord, forgive my brother's faults, if there are any, you know what they are, but he's in your hand. Right? His life is in your hands. And suddenly I could tell he began to cry a little bit, and I blessed him on his forehead. And I could feel the Holy Spirit really strong coming to the room, really strong coming to the room. Yeah. So I began to talk to him more, and I was praying in the Spirit, and he would pray with me. Sometimes he would open his eyes, sometimes he would close his eyes. Nevertheless, I know God was there. It was really thick in the presence of God in that room. And then after a little bit, his mom says, I think he needs to use the facilities. Of course, he couldn't get up, so they have to go in there and help him out otherwise. So I stepped out of the room, and they were taking a little bit of time. And then I felt that it was time for me to leave. And so I left. The next day, I received a text from my sister saying, our friend is with Jesus now.
Wow.
And I said, our friend is with Jesus now. That was the day after.
Received the text the next day.
Yeah, God took him, yes. And so I thought, wow. And she said, well, I'm so glad you were able to see him. Yes. I said, yes, I could tell. I could tell that he had been through some hard times here, that his life had been a bit shady the last few years. Nevertheless, I prayed for him. I know he cried and he repented of whatever it was.
Amen.
And I know for certain that he knows, or he knew, then that God had forgiven him. And like I said, the Holy Spirit was really strong there. And I can tell that there was no fear in him. No fear.
Amen.
Expectation perhaps of the unknown in many ways, although it's really not unknown for us. Just a process sometimes. But nevertheless, I'm thankful that God gave me the time, that He opened the door for me to see Him. And I'm thankful that I know there's one more saint up in heaven looking down upon us and saying, thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your faithfulness. And thank you for being there for me when I needed you. Amen.
Amen.